जय श्री माताजी। आज के ध्यान में उपस्थित सभी सहजी भाई बहनों का हम प्रतिष्ठान पुणे से हृदय से स्वागत करते हैं। We heartily welcome all Sahaji brothers and sisters for today's collective evening meditation from Pratishthan Pune. आइए हम सभी श्री माता जी को शीश झुकाकर वंदन करते हैं और सामूहिकता में कुंडलिनी चढ़ाकर बंधन लेते हैं। Let's bow down at the lotus feet of Shri Mataji and let's take collective bandhan. दोनों हाथ गोदी पर रखेंगे। संपूर्ण चित्त सहस्रार पर। Now we will keep our both hand on lap. Whole attention on Sahasrara chakra. प्रार्थना करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, हम सभी सहेजी भाई बहन आज आपका सामूहिक ध्यान करना चाहते हैं। श्री माताजी, कृपा कर हमें ध्यान में बैठने की अनुमति प्रदान कीजिए। Shri Mataji, please grant us your divine permission to sit in today's collective evening meditation. तीन महामंत्र लेते हैं, तत्पश्चात श्री गणेश मंत्र. Let's turn 3 Mahamantras, then later we will take Shri Ganesh Mantra.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
परम पूज्य श्री माताजी के चरणों पर भजनों की प्रस्तुति करेंगे।
प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे जे तुम्ही देवांचे जन्मस्थान जे तुम्ही देवांचे जन्मस्थान ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे अकार तो ब्रह्मा रूप गणेशाचे ऐसे तिन्ही देव जे ध्वनी उत्पन्न ऐसे तिन्ही देव जे ध्वनी उत्पन्न तो हा गजानन माय बाप ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे तुका म्हणे ऐसे आहे वेदवाणी तुका म्हणे ऐसी आहे वेदवाणी पहावी पुराणी व्यासाची ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे जे तुम्ही देवांचे जन्मस्थान जे तुम्ही देवांचे जन्मस्थान ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे रूप गणेशाचे रूप गणेशाचे।
हे माँ दे भक्ति का दान, दे भक्ति का दान। हे माँ दे भक्ति का दान, दे भक्ति का दान। हे माँ दे भक्ति का दान, दे भक्ति का दान। तेरा प्रेम ही वेद पुराणों का ज्ञान, वेद पुराणों का ज्ञान। हे माँ दे भक्ति का दान, दे भक्ति का दान। सबकी थी जो अभिलाषाएं, कर दी पूरी बही धाराएं। चरणों में तेरे शीश नवाकर, हृदय से फूटी प्रार्थनाएं। सबकी थी जो अभिलाषाएं, कर दी पूरी बही धाराएं। चरणों में तेरे शीश नवाकर, हृदय से फूटी प्रार्थनाएं। ब्रह्मांड की है तू ही जननी, ब्रह्मांड की है तू ही जननी। स्नेहमयी तू अनुपमा। हे माँ दे भक्ति का दान, दे भक्ति का दान। पूजा तेरी देती अमृत, इस धरती पर सब लोगों में। पूजा तेरी देती अमृत, इस धरती पर सब लोगों में। तेरी इच्छा से है बहता मधुरस बच्चों में, पुष्पों में। तेरी इच्छा से है बहता मधुरस बच्चों में, पुष्पों में। तेरी कृपा से है ये अंबर, तेरी कृपा से है ये अंबर। धरती बनी है तुझसे माँ। हे माँ भक्ति का दान, दे भक्ति का दान। क्षमाशील तू है वो झरना, ज्ञान की देवी माँ तू करुणा, आदि अनादि तू ही भवानी, सहजदायिनी तू निर्मल माँ। क्षमाशील तू है वो झरना, ज्ञान की देवी माँ तू करुणा, आदि अनादि तू ही भवानी, सहजदायिनी तू निर्मल माँ। मोक्ष है मिलता तब चरणन में, मोक्ष है मिलता तब चरणन में, करके केवल प्रार्थना। हे माँ दे भक्ति का दान, दे भक्ति का दान। तेरा प्रेम ही वेद पुराणों का ज्ञान, वेद पुराणों का ज्ञान। हे माँ दे भक्ति का दान, दे भक्ति का दान, दे भक्ति का दान, दे भक्ति का दान। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो। प्यारा मोहन हृदय में बिठाया करो। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो। में समाकर भगावन कहीं फिर लाओ जमा कर।
बातें संतों की उसको पढ़ाया करो,
बातें संतों की उसको पढ़ाया करो। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो।
कोई कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, शबरी की तरह कोई खिलाते नहीं।
कोई कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, शबरी की तरह कोई खिलाते नहीं।
याद निर्मल की दिल में बसाया करो,
याद निर्मल की दिल में बसाया करो। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो।
मुख से गाया करो, मन रंगाया करो, रंग में नहाया करो, तन डुलाया करो।
मुख से गाया करो, मन रंगाया करो, रंग में नहाया करो, तन डुलाया करो।
कहत टुकड़ा चरण रज लुटाया करो,
कहत टुकड़ा चरण रज लुटाया करो। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो। प्यारा मोहन हृदय में बिठाया करो, प्यारा मोहन हृदय में बिठाया करो। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो।
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो,
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो,
राधा रमण
हरि गोपाल बोलो, राधा रमण हरि गोपाल बोलो। गोपाल बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, 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 गोपाल बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो।
जय श्री माताजी। आज जो नए साधक प्रतिष्ठान में पहली बार पधारे हैं, उनका हम सहज परिवार से हृदय से स्वागत करते हैं। जो साधक आज पहली बार, दूसरी बार, तीसरी बार या चौथी बार पधारे हैं, उनसे विनती है कि ये जो मेडिटेशन हॉल में राइट हैंड साइड पे जो खुली जगह है वहाँ पधारे। हमारे वॉलेंटियर्स आपको गाइड करेंगे। जय श्री माता जी। संतुलन करने हेतु हम हमारा लेफ्ट हैंड गोदी में रखते हैं, राइट हैंड जमीन पर। फॉर बैलेंसिंग, लेट्स कीप आवर लेफ्ट हैंड ऑन लैप, राइट हैंड ऑन मदर अर्थ। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी हमारे ईड़ा नाड़ी की सर्व बाधाएं, सर्व दोष, भूतकाल के विचार इस धरती तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, kindly absorb all my negativities, all my badhas through this Mother Earth. संपूर्ण चित्त लेफ्ट चैनल पर रखेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, हम आपकी महाकाली जी की शक्ति को हमारे ईड़ा नाड़ी पर महसूस करना चाहते हैं। कृपा कर हमारी ईड़ा नाड़ी को शुद्ध कर दीजिए। श्री माताजी, by your grace, please cleanse our Ida Nadi and grant us the all qualities of Goddess Shri Mahakali. धीरे से अपना राइट हैंड गोदी में लेंगे, लेफ्ट हैंड आकाश की ओर। स्लोली वी विल टेक आवर राइट हैंड ऑन लैप, लेफ्ट हैंड टुवर्ड्स ईथर। संपूर्ण चित्त पिंगला नाड़ी पर। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, हमारी पिंगला नाड़ी की सर्व बाधा, भविष्य के विचार, अतिरिक्त उष्णता इस आकाश तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी, Kindly absorb all my negativities, all my badhas through this ether. श्री माता जी, हम आपकी महासरस्वती जी की शक्ति को हमारे पिंगला नाड़ी पर महसूस करना चाहते हैं। कृपा कर हमारी पिंगला नाड़ी को शुद्ध कर दीजिए। Shri Mataji, kindly grant all the powers and quality of Shri Mahasaraswati Ji. Please cleanse my Pingla Nadi. धीरे से लेफ्ट हैंड गोदी में लेते हैं। संपूर्ण चित्त मध्य मूलाधार पर, दोनों हाथों पर चैतन्य का अनुभव करते हुए श्री गौरी माता कुंडलिनी का मंत्र लेते हैं। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गौरी माता कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। मूलाधार में कुंडलिनी के स्पंदन को महसूस करेंगे। Let's feel the movement of Shri Kundalini on our center Muladhara chakra. श्री माता जी, हमारे अंदर स्थित श्री गणेश तत्व पूरी तरह से जागृत कर दीजिए। हमें श्री गणेश जी जैसा अबोध बालक बना दीजिए। श्री माता जी, kindly establish my Ganesha principle within us. धीरे धीरे चित्त को हम स्वाधिष्ठान चक्र पर लाते हैं। चित्त को गोलाकार घुमाते हुए सुषुम्ना से मध्य नाभि पर आएंगे। मध्य हृदय, विशुद्धि, धीरे धीरे चित्त आज्ञा पर लाते हैं। Let's bring our whole attention on Agya Chakra through Sushumna Nadi. यहाँ पर प्रार्थना करते हैं, परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, आपकी परम कृपा में हमें सभी को क्षमा किया है। कृपा कर आप हमें क्षमा कर दीजिए। श्री माताजी, by your grace I forgive everyone. Mother, kindly forgive me. सहस्त्रार पर चित्त को धीरे धीरे लाएंगे। Let's bring our whole attention on Sahasrar Chakra. We will keep our right hand on Sahasrar. हम हमारा राइट हैंड सहस्रार पे रखेंगे। सुई की घड़ी की दिशा में घुमाएंगे। श्री माताजी, आप ही साक्षात श्री सहस्त्रार स्वामिनी हैं। कृपा कर हमें हमारा आत्म साक्षात्कार प्रदान कीजिए, हमें संतुलन दीजिए, हमें निर्विचारता दीजिए। श्री माताजी, हमें ध्यान की गहराई प्रदान कीजिए। श्री माताजी, kindly establish my self-realization. Please grant me the balanced state, thoughtless awareness state. Please bless me the depth of meditation. सहजता से हम हमारा राइट हैंड गोदी में लेंगे। बैठक को जमा लेते हैं। उंगलियों को थोड़ा सा फैला के निःशब्द ध्यान करेंगे। Let's keep our whole attention on Sahasrar. Feel the Chaitanya on our hands and meditate for some time. इसी ध्यान की अवस्था में हम परम पूज्य श्री माताजी की अमृतवाणी ग्रहण करते हैं। आज की अमृतवाणी है श्री गणेश पूजा, स्पॉन्टेनिटी एंड क्रिएटिविटी, अगस्त 2000। In this meditative state, let's listen Shri Mataji's Amritvani.
I don't want. But who are you? If you are the spirit, you will never use these words, because it might hurt somebody. You will never say something that will hurt others. You will never do anything that will be dangerous for others. But always you will say something that would be extremely loving and compassionate and peace-giving. You will emit joy for others. There is the power of spirit that it gives joy to others. If you are a glum person, grumpy person, then you are not self-realized. You should be able to give joy and love and compassion to others. And it should happen absolutely spontaneously. There's a story about a saint in India, in Maharashtra. So they all used to take water in a container called as kawar and would take it all the way to Gujarat to a temple of Shri Krishna. That was regarded as a great, surrendering to Shri Krishna. So that saint also carried water in that container, this kawar. All the way he carried it from his village in Maharashtra. And when he reached the temple, at the foot of the temple, he saw a donkey, very thirsty, dying out of thirst. So he gave that water to that donkey. Everybody said, imagine you brought this water for miles together, for days together, to be put on the deity here, and now you have given it to this donkey. He said, you don't know. God has come all the way down here to take the water. See the attitude that he took. So for a self-realized person, the compassion should be like that, of very generous nature. If you are not generous, if you are miserly, always worried about your money and saving of it, then firstly, you are not a matured Sahaja. You are not. Apart from that, this kind of money will never give you any happiness. Miserliness is against spirit. Spirit is extremely generous. Extremely generous. It never tries to save something or cheat people or steal something. Is out of question. Because there is no greed left in it. There is no greed at all. And that is why such a person who is a realized soul cannot be greedy. Has to be extremely generous. I have seen many people like that who have been extremely generous and who have been very understanding about the problems of others. While a Sahajogi will have his own problems, he is not a Sahajogi at all. He is there to solve the problems of others and not to solve his own problems and go about talking about, say, this is the problem I have. Now this is a new word that has developed in modern times. They never used to use the word problem before, I tell you. Only for geometry we use this word problem. But now it has started with there's no problem. They are all in a problem. Actually, they are problems, I think. So, what you have to do is to understand that you should not give your problems to others. You should not ask for anything. Please do this for me, please do that for me. It's very surprising that people try to sort of take advantage of others. Now, some people like to visit some countries, so they will ask you, please call me, I would love to come to your country. And a generous Sahajayogi will say, all right, come along. Now, who is failing here is the person who asked. You shouldn't ask for anything whatsoever, because you are complete. Not that only you are satisfied, but a complete, what can anybody give you? All desires just disappear when you are in complete shape. Like today I was coming, I saw lots of stars had come out. I said, as soon as the moon will come, they'll all disappear. In the same way, when you are complete, you do not expect anybody to do anything for you. On the contrary, you want to find out what you can do for others. You become the others in a way that whatever is the problem of others, you take upon your head. You jump into it. It's a very, very interesting growth that should come in you. It should happen to all of you because you have got your self-realization. You develop a kind of a personality which only lives for others, not for oneself. You'll be amazed. You can live anywhere. You can sleep anywhere. You can have food, you need not have food. Whatever type of food you get, it's all right. Because you are so satisfied. On the contrary, you'd like to cook for others, give them food, do whatever. Possible, you try to do as long as you can work it out, you do it. But there are people who have only their own problems. They are not Sahajogis. How can the spirit have problems? How can that happen? So just understand that you are now the spirit. And beyond everything. So your creativity also goes to other dimensions. Of course, you start giving realization to people. You create art. You know Baba Mama. He was very bad at literature and he didn't know any language. He was very good for mathematics because my mother was a mathematician. But language he did not. I used to write his essays. He was so bad. But after realization, he wrote such beautiful poems, unbelievable. Nobody can believe this Baba could do that because he didn't know any language well. I used to write his essays as I told you. So, amazingly, from where he started writing Urdu poetry, Marathi poetry, Hindi poetry, and one of my brothers asked him, how do you get this Urdu poetry? He said, Shri Mataji she tells me. Everything she says to say, Mataji tells me. So the creativity within you is just flowers. And you are amazed at yourself how this creativity has come in. Now imagine for a person who is a mathematician becoming suddenly a poet. I mean, it's an impossible situation. And you have these capacities. You have all these capacities that you can become very creative. And you have to be creative. In every way. I am very creative, I must say. I am all the time working out something which comes out very well. And also I don't have that interest as normally people have, that it should be praised by everyone or it should be sort of very much in the newspapers. No interest. You create for creation. For the sake of creation you create. And you just enjoy that creation. And you become very adaptable, or you become so congenial with all the things people say, talk, or write to them. They will be offensive, or they could be also praising you and all that. So you don't know that they are praising you. Even sometimes when you Shri Mataji ki jai, I also say, and then I forget they are talking about me. Somehow you are above all that. And you are there, and you just don't understand why human beings behave like that. Why their behavior is so funny. Even when they come to Sahaja, I see they have a great desire to be leaders, or they have a great desire to be a great organizer of Sahaja. It's very well known in Sahaja. They want to have an international fame as a great Sahaja. But they do not think that what creativity I have shown. What have I created? Just all these things are so common in human beings that they always want others to praise them, to have a very big sort of a exposure. Of what? If you are a spirit, everybody knows. What is there to expose? What is there to show off? What is there to come forward? Even if you are at the back, there is light, you know there is light. So you have to get out of your darkness, because you are the light and you spread light. Instead of, if you are in the darkness, what light can you spread? So your spirit cannot have problem. It has no fear, but above all it has wisdom, tremendous wisdom. And that wisdom is the one sign of you being a very higher personality. As I told you, this is evolution, and when you are transformed, you are evolved of a very different nature you become. And you are to stand out. If Sahajogis are like other people, then what's the use of taking to Sahaja? What was Christ? He was the son of a carpenter. He never got education. But what did he do? He was the Spirit. He reflected God within him. And that's why he got himself crucified also. Now in Sahaja, you don't have to get crucified. There are all not such testing things for you. But your value system is to be checked. You must find out how are you working out through introspection. You should ask yourself, so well now, Mr. Sahajogi, how are you? Are you indulging into all these things that these people who are not self-realized are doing? Just try to find out. Because the growth of Sahaja is shown in your behavior, in your styles, on your face. There is no wrinkles on a person like this. He has no worry. You don't worry, then how will you get wrinkles? Such a person doesn't get upset with anything. I mean, on the contrary, he laughs at things. Once in a church, where I was in Switzerland, one lady came to hit me with the Bible, and I started laughing. I said, what a thing, and I have to be hit by a Bible. And she got such a fright that I was laughing, and I was saying, look at the stupidity of this lady coming to hit me with the Bible. I mean, I can understand stone or anything else, but Bible will never hit me. All these things have happened in your presence, and you know about it. There are negative forces. They try to harm you. They will harm you bodily. They will harm you mentally. They might harm you emotionally. But when you are above this, then no one harms you. At least you never feel the harm. You are not bothered about the harm. But what have you created? Today I had some ladies and some men, and all for divorce. After getting married in Sahaja, they want to have divorces. Can you imagine? I was shocked. And they had funny ideas that my husband is like my brother. I said, really? All kinds of stupid ideas coming into their heads means there's no light of the Spirit in them. If you have light of the Spirit, then your understanding is very different. You don't worry about yourself. You only worry about others. And you try to find out solutions for them. You try to help them. It is very easy for you. What is so easy for the light to burn? Once it is enlightened, it is burning. It's difficult for it to go out of light. But for human beings, I can't understand, even after realization, after growing for years together, they are still so stupid that they don't realize the value of their self-realization. It is something, the Spirit. You cannot kill it. It cannot blow off. This light will go off, but the light of the Spirit won't go off. But what is the oil that keeps it there is your compassion, is love, care of others. I know there are people who are very, say, dominating, maybe troublesome, whatever, but care for them. Know that they are not like you, they are not complete. They have problems. So you care for them. But instead of that, you start thinking that why should I care for him? How does he care for me? Or something. Then you are finished. So this kind of a reflection, or I would say the reaction, is not that of a spirit. A spiritual person's reactions are very, very different. In the life of Shri Krishna, you can see that he had a friend who was very poor, and he wanted to meet Shri Krishna. And the wife of the friend gave him some rice krispies, as you call them. And that's, take for your friend, you must take something for your friend. He was a little shy, you know. And when he went to Shri Krishna was in his palace, and the people at the door said, no, you can't meet him. He said, all right, you just go and tell him that Sudama has come. She was sitting on the throne discussing something, and he said, Sudama has come. He rushed out. I went to the door and hugged him again and again. And he said, why are you standing here? He took him and put him on the throne that he was supposed to occupy. And he told his wives, please come and wash his feet. And then they brought for him clothes and all that. He had a bath. He made him sleep on his bed. See the love of Shri Krishna. He had very dirty feet, all were cracked. He tried to put on that some sort of a medicine by which it would be all right. He tried to do whatever was possible to him to cure those cracks. And he asked him to sleep on his bed. And asked the ladies to fan him so that he doesn't feel hot. See the compassion of Sri Krishna is shown so beautifully. Are we that compassionate? There was no need for him to do that. It was no drama, nothing. But his heart. He took a spontaneous decision. When he heard Sudama is there, he just rushed there. He just felt so happy that my old friend has come. Then, when he went to Hastinapur, there, the Duryodhana, the Kaurava's eldest son, he asked him that, why don't you come and stay in my palace? He said, all right, I can come, but you see, I will go and have food with Vidur. Vidur was the son of a maid. He went and had his food with Vidur. Now Vidur, being a poor man, I don't know what food he must have given him, while Duryodhana would have given him such sumptuous food. So for such people, taste and the level of food and all doesn't matter. It's the love, the respect of Vidur, who was a realized soul. Respecting other Sahajogis. If a Sahajogi respects somebody who is a governor, I can't understand. The spirit is above everything else. And does not respect a Sahajogi, there's something wrong with him. He should understand that the spiritual person is higher than all these people who have these, all kinds of these big names behind them. And that love is shown in everybody's life. All the saints, all the incarnations, everyone had that love which was above everything else. Without expecting anything. Not doing it just to expect something from them. It is a kind of a personality which really reflects God's love. That reflection should come from you. You are Sahajogis, that doesn't mean that you are something higher than others. But you are different. You are above them. You have no superiority, that's why you are different. You are so humble, that's why you are different. You are so joyous, you are so peaceful, that's why you are humble. There are so many things I can tell you from the life of Shri Krishna, showing he was, they call him Yogeshwara. He was the Lord of Yoga. It is because he was Virat. But he showed it, his form, only to Arjuna, to nobody else. Because nobody was like Arjuna. Arjuna also got a fright when he saw that. So he lived like Sri Krishna, like a cowboy. He was living in Gokul. And he never showed off his powers. His powers were within himself, which were expressing spontaneously. This power has wisdom and discretion, complete discretion. If he does not have, then this is not divine power, this is some satanic power. Because somebody is nice to you, if you are nice to that person, nothing great. Mostly, we had in India people who were called as avdutas. They were the realized souls who had gone away from the society, from the multitudes, and gone and lived in some small little place or some cave or somewhere, hidden from others. Because they thought nobody is going to understand them. So what's the use of talking to them? They were singled out. One person here and one person there. What could they do? They were not like you, so many of such yogis together. You have so many friends, and you have so many others with you. They were lonely people, and they hid themselves from the society. They would not meet people. Because if they tried anything, they would be crucified. But not you people, because you have a society. You have a beautiful, enlightened society of very good friends, of very good spiritual people. With all this, if you cannot create, then what should I say? You have to create something. Maybe art, maybe music, maybe poetry, maybe literature, maybe writing. Whatever it is, you have to create. And above all, you have to create Sahajogis. That's the main creation you have to achieve. That's the main thing you have to have, is creating Sahajogis all over. I'm there, I can go to places, can have programs, do everything. But you have to show with your own example that this is something great, how they have achieved this state. We should achieve also that state. So you will be the ones who will really inspire them, who will really make them follow you and take to a life of a Sahajogi. Actually, you are Mahayogis if you become complete. And you have to become. Nothing is more important than becoming a Mahayogi, by which your spirit gives joy, peace, and blessings to everyone. May God bless you.
आदिशक्ति का संपूर्ण मंत्र लेते हैं। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। आरती की तैयारी करते हैं।
दुआ त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
परम पूज्य श्री माताजी के चरणों पर प्रार्थनाएं अर्पित करते हैं। हम हमारा राइट हैंड लेफ्ट हृदय पर रखेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, आज शाम का सामूहिक ध्यान हम आपके श्री चरणों पर समर्पित करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, आपके अमृत वाणी से आपने जो हमें निर्मल ज्ञान दिया है वो हम आचरण में लाए, ऐसी शक्ति हमें प्रदान कीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, हमें सहयोग प्रचार प्रसार का एक उत्तम प्रभावी माध्यम बनाइए। श्री माताजी, आज के ध्यान के लिए, आज के आनंद के लिए, आज के चैतन्य के लिए आपके श्री चरण कमलों पे हमारे कोटि कोटि प्रणाम, कोटि कोटि प्रणाम। श्री माताजी, अनंत कोटि प्रणाम। Now we will offer our prayers. Let's keep our right hand on left heart. Shri Mataji, we surrender today's collective meditation at your lotus feet. Shri Mataji, thank you so much for pure knowledge, what you have given us through your Amritvani. Shri Mataji, please make us the pure and powerful instrument for spreading Sahaja Yoga. Shri Mataji, thank you so much for today's collectivity, today's Chaitanya. Shri Mataji, thank you again and again, again and again. Shri Mataji, thank you again and again. श्री माताजी को नमन करते हैं और कुंडलिनी चढ़ाकर बंधन लेते हैं। Let us bow down at the lotus feet of Shri Mataji and let's take collective bandhan. आज की सूचनाएं इस प्रकार। नए साधकों के लिए साप्ताहिक ऑनलाइन ध्यान केंद्र लर्निंग सहजयोगा यूट्यूब चैनल द्वारा प्रति शनिवार को शाम 6:30 से 7:30 बजे लाइव प्रसारित हो रहा है। नई बैच 2 जुलाई से आरंभ हुई है और इसका अगला सत्र 26 नवंबर को होगा। नए साधकों को इसकी जानकारी प्रदान करें ताकि सहज योग सीखने में उन्हें मदद होगी। श्री माताजी जन्म शताब्दी वर्ष के उपलक्ष्य में हर 21 तारीख को मातृवंदना की प्रस्तुति आयोजित की जा रही है। ठीक 4 महीने बाद हम श्री माताजी का 100वां जन्मदिन जन्मस्थली छिंदवाड़ा में मनाएंगे। इस 21 नवंबर को शाम के ध्यान के पश्चात 8 बजे मातृवंदना में डॉक्टर पंडित मोहन दरेकर जी अपना क्लासिकल और भक्ति संगीत की प्रस्तुति करेंगे। श्री विराट पूजा 27 नवंबर 2022 को उत्तर प्रदेश एपीजे स्कूल सेक्टर नंबर 16A नोएडा यहाँ पर आयोजित की गई है। 26 तारीख को शाम 4 बजे हवन होगा। 27 तारीख को सुबह 11 बजे पूजा आयोजित की गई है। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय क्रिसमस पूजा महोत्सव 23 दिसंबर से 25 दिसंबर 2022 नारगोल गुजरात में होगा और सारे सहयोगी आमंत्रित है। कल के कार्यक्रम इस प्रकार: अर्ली मॉर्निंग मेडिटेशन सुबह 4 बजे प्रसारित होगा। सुबह का ध्यान सुबह 5:30 बजे लाइव प्रसारित होगा। शाम का ध्यान शाम 7 बजे लाइव प्रसारित होगा। आज का ध्यान सत्र यही संपन्न होता है। आप सभी को जय श्री माताजी।